Hello and welcome back to Unbox Imagination. My name is Chanel. If you're new here, I want to say welcome. If you haven't yet subscribed, please do so you can receive notifications for when I drop a new video. And if you are returning, I want to say welcome back. Thank you so much for all your support and for being part of the Unbox Imagination family. So today, before I bring to you our story, I want to say it's with a solemn goodbye that I will be reading you our final story in the Bedtime Stories for Parents series. It's been a wonderful time serving you in this way. However, as we know that sometimes things have to come to an end to make room for other things to develop and grow. And so, even though we are saying goodbye to this series of the Bedtime Stories for Parents, I want to also introduce you to a new series that I'll be starting. And this is more of a therapeutic series. It is called The Daily Bread, Your Daily Bread. And what will happen is, why I won't say too much about it now, but what will happen is while doing a therapeutic activity, I'll also be sharing a scripture and delving into that. And so I'm really excited to be bringing that to you. I'm still working out the logistics of how that's going to work, but I'm super excited, and you'll be able to hear more about that as the time nears. So hoping to start that very soon. However, I want to also invite you, if you haven't already signed up to our Self-Care Saturday events, it is also a space for you to meet other like-minded people, for me to share more tips and strategies to help you to unwind and to de-stress, as well as share some other strategies on how you can start to plan to move forward. So I will put a link to our next self-care event, which is on the 27th of December, in the description box, and I hope to see you there. Before we begin tonight's story, it wouldn't be the same if we didn't start with a grounding exercise. So we're going to start with breath. And as I've said before, breath is essential. If we're not breathing, then we're not living. And so I'm going to invite you, before we start, just to come into a space where you are grounded or feeling grounded. So you might need to adjust where you are sitting or laying, just to ensure that you are comfortable and your breath is flowing with ease in and out of your body. And I'm going to, once you've done that, just going to give you a few seconds to shuffle, do what you need to do. And then I'm going to invite you to place one hand on your chest and the other on your tummy. And the reason why we're doing this is we're going to feel where the air is moving in and out of our body. Because we breathe sometimes, but we're not always aware of what our bodies are doing. So this is just the opportunity to become aware of what's happening inside of your body. I'm just going to ask you to take some nice deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. Just feel what it feels like as your breath fills your hands. What you should be feeling is, as you breathe in, your tummy expands. So it expands into your hand. And as you breathe out, it contracts. So let's try that again. So breathing in. So what you should be feeling is, as you breathe in, your hands should be deflating. And as you breathe out, they're filling up. So your tummy, as you breathe in, should expand. So let's do that one more time. Breathing in. And out. Lovely. And as you continue to breathe in and out, I'm going to invite you to just become aware of that breath flowing into the space, which is your body. And as you release that breath, I want you to fully just let your body flow. You're giving into that breath. You're allowing it, like if you were to inflate a balloon. So you fill the balloon with air, you fill your body with air, and then you release the balloon. And what tends to happen is that it goes all over the place. You have no control over it. It just flows and it does what it wants to do. So I want to invite you to be like that balloon. So as the air leaves your lungs, you're fully going to let your body just give in to the air being released. So it will look something like this. If you breathe in, and again, breathing in. Okay, it's your turn now. So one hand on your chest, the other hand on your tummy. And you're going to breathe in and out. Let's do that again. Breathing in. And we're going to do that one more time. And this time, I really want you to use this opportunity to fully allow the breath into your lungs and release it out. So you're trying to almost let go, relinquish the control, and let your body does what it naturally does, which is to breathe in fully and to breathe out fully without any restrictions. And then towards the end, I'm just going to ask you to stay in that position when we release the air. I'll guide you through. So when you are ready, breathe one hand on your chest and the other hand on your tummy, breathing in and out. I want you to just stay there for a moment and just give a gentle bounce. Gentle bounce, nice and soft in the knees. Fully just allowing your body to flop. This is a moment where you can just let go. Fully collapse your body. And now I'm going to ask you to just take one last breath in and sigh it out. So when you're ready, breathing in. Wonderful. Now, I hope you are feeling a lot more relaxed and ready for this evening's story, which is called The Light That Remains. The world has grown loud, with many voices rising up, bringing with them storms, opinions that are clashing like thunder, and in the midst of it, the truth often feeling like a tiny flame in a raging wind. People hurry from one moment to the next, rushing, scrolling, striving, trying to feel secure, trying to feel seen, trying to feel enough. In the midst of it lives someone, perhaps just like you, who feels the weight of it all, not just in your mind, but in your heart. There are days when you may be hoping for more, while other days you may be simply hoping to make it through. But this evening, something would have shifted. As the sky turned dark, with the cloudy mists of the winter evening settling in, we look to the skies for a kind of light that makes even the tired things look beautiful. It's a still moment where the world seems to pause, if only for a moment. And in that sacred pause, a gentle question rises deep within. What if, in all the noise and chaos, the worldly news, the hustle and bustle, there is still peace? They sat with it, not rushing past it, not brushing it aside, just breathing it in slowly, fully, allowing something inside of them to soften. Beneath the noise, the fear, the division, and the uncertainty, they sense the truth, a quiet pulse of hope, steady and alive. A reminder that faith isn't the absence of storms, but it is the courage to believe in the sunrise while standing in the dark. Remembering the stories of those who have walked the path before them, stories of seas parting, stones rolling, bodies healing, and lives restored. They wonder if miracles are still possible. Not loud ones filled with wonder and awe, but small, everyday resurrections, like a softened heart, a forgiven wound, or a breath held tight that finally lets go. They close their eyes and whisper into the quiet. I don't know what tomorrow holds, but I know I'm not walking it alone. Peace came over them, faint yet undeniable. And as they slowly and gently breathed it in, they began to feel connected again, not just to God, but also to the earth beneath their feet, to others who were trying their best too, and to themselves. They opened their eyes to a world that still looked and felt imperfect, groaning under the weight of its imperfect actions. Their focus, however, drew towards the light that they could see. Through the cracks of it shone a kindness, a laughter, a hope that refuses to die. There, in the open, they understood what it was to be human, fragile, yet fierce, weary, yet wondrous. And for those who truly believe, were the carriers of light, going forward into a world hidden in the darkness and desperately needing the light. As we rest tonight, may we remember that in the lonely times we are held, in the darkness we are guided by a great light, and together we are part of something bigger than ourselves. And as we lay our heads to rest, we hope in tomorrow, which brings with it a new breath, a new mercy, and new opportunities to love, heal, and to create new memories, new impact, and to stand firm in truth. Tonight, I invite you to lay your worries down and let the night wrap around you like peace as you fall asleep knowing this. The light in you still shines, and the world needs it. As we come to the end of the Bedtime Stories series for parents, I want to encourage you to reflect on the journey of stillness, the mindful moments you have taken, what has changed, what has stayed or left your life, and where are you now? My hope is that we walk into tomorrow with a gentle strength, a steady hope, and hearts that are fully wide open, embracing the truth that even in uncertain times, we are never alone, and the light in us will carry us forward. I hope you have enjoyed this evening's story and it has brought you a sense of peace and restoration. As I mentioned, this is the final story in our series. But if you would like to join our Self-Care Saturday event on the 27th of December, the link will be in the description box. We have 2 new courses on our website at www.unboximagination.com. And these courses are the Mother Tongue, which helps you to heal from mother wounds, and a Father's Forgiveness, which helps you to look at father wounds and to begin your healing journey. Now, all of us have had a mother figure or father figure at some point in our lives. Now, they may not have been perfect, or they may have been. Those parents use the tools that they have to give you the best of what they do have. Now, that doesn't always cater to all of the needs. And so, if you're feeling like you have unmet needs, or you feel that you've been in cycles, or there are lots of questions that you have around how you do things, how you show up in life, how you show up in relational dynamics, then this is the courses for you to look at your mother wounds, father wounds, and how they impact you as an individual, but also in relation to others and your environment. You can check those out at www.unboximagination.com. Goodbye for now. I look forward to seeing you on our series of the Daily Bread. But for now, I want to bid you good night, take care, and God bless.